Support WrestleTalk!
Thank you for being an awesome pledge hammer on Patreon. Chip and Dale! Creasy. Kofi Kingston has been screwed out of WWE Fastlane Baby. Kevin Owens returns and replaces him, and WWE follow up on Mandy Rose pinning Asuka last week by announcing a match at Fastlane Baby on Twitter, as neither of them were featured on this show whatsoever. And are the Hardy Boyz leaving WWE? You can skip to Ollie Davis talking about that news by using the timestamp down below. I am Luke Owen. Press the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button as hard as Bruce Pritchard loves Triple H. And leave a comment down below to answer our question of the day. What would you like to see Ricochet and Aleister Black actually do on the main roster? And your admin isn't done quite yet, as you need to vote in the poll above my head to let me know what you thought of the show, where you could choose from Smackdown, Smacktastic, Smack Bang in the Middle, Smackdowner, a smack in the face. This is the 26th of February 2019 edition of SmackDown Live. Shane and Stephanie McMahon opened the show this week, the latter of which is a babyface. Now I guess it's hard to tell. And they were there to sign the WWE Fastlane Baby contract for Kofi Kingston to face Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. They really put Kofi over hard in this segment, showing highlights from his career and how he went from being a replacement for Mustafa Ali to one of the most talked about wrestlers on social media. As Shane McMahon eloquently put it, Kofi has been an overnight success for 11 years. Damn it, Shane, you were so close. But as Kofi was about to sign his contract, he was interrupted by the music of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who revealed that Kofi would not be facing Daniel Bryan at Fastlane Baby, as he's not a box office attraction, and instead is going to be replaced by a returning Kevin Owens.
Something very familiar about all this.
You're right, old Biff from 2015, there is something very familiar about all this, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Control-C, Control-V, aha!
I'm sure it's nothing. After all, this is a new era. Bruce Pritchard is now the head of creative. In all seriousness, this was a great surprise and a really interesting wrinkle to the Kofi Kingston fairy tale story. I was actually quite disappointed last week that Kofi was getting a Fastlane match, as that more than likely kept him out of a WrestleMania program, which funnily enough was reported to be Bryan versus Owens. But with Vince screwing him out of his WWE Championship match, even if it is a bit Control-C, Control-V, it means Kofi Kingston getting a shot at WrestleMania is now totally possible, and there's even a chance he could win the title. But why have just one return per episode? Matt Hardy has jumped to SmackDown Live, because the brand split doesn't matter anymore, and he is now no longer in his woken Matt Hardy gimmick, teaming with his brother Jeff as a nostalgia Hardy Boyz act, because nostalgia runs have always worked out so well in the past. They then beat the bar with a twist of fate and swanton bomb combination. This was originally advertised to be a singles match between Cesaro and Johnny Gargano, with Sheamus and Tommaso Ciampa in their respective corners. But as Cesaro put it on Twitter, cards subject to change. Or more accurately, plans change. The Honky Tonk Man will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, something I'm sure he's thrilled about.
That Hall of Fame's a bunch of bullshit.
Call off the search, everyone, I found our truth. He came out to say that as a child, his favorite wrestler in the world was John Cena, even though he's several years older than him. And he wanted to be like his hero by bringing back the United States Open Challenge. I bloody love you, R-Truth. His challenge was answered first by Andrade and then also by Rey Mysterio, leading to a triple threat match, which was a lot of fun, as you would imagine. Rey and Andrade work so well together, and this match really felt like a backdrop to kind of kickstart that feud again, with Truth rolling up Rey for the win and Andrade attacking Rey after the match, but bailing when Mysterio went to hit the 619. And as great as all that was, I really hope Truth doing all of John Cena's trademark spots in his matches is his new gimmick. WWE celebrated hitting 40 million subscribers on YouTube, and you can help us reach 1 million by hitting the subscribe button down below. And then, only 39 more million subscribers until we topple you, WWE! Charlotte Flair came out to cut a promo about facing Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania and announced that she'll be on Raw next Monday, where Vince McMahon can crown her the new Raw Women's Champion. Call off the search, everyone, I found Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. They lost quickly to Aleister Black and Ricochet, who also had an awkwardly scripted promo segment backstage with Lana earlier in the night. We're 2 weeks into this NXT experiment and it really doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. AJ Styles cut a backstage promo about wanting a new challenge, which looked to be accepted by Randy Orton. And then Lacey Evans came out to do her catwalk gimmick. Couldn't get Asuka on the show, but found time to do that, eh? And in the main event, Kofi teamed with his Fastlane baby replacement Kevin Owens to take on Daniel Bryan and Big Red Rowan. The story of this match, and seemingly of this whole feud, is that although Owens was handpicked by Vince McMahon, he's not a heel, as he worked with Kofi to beat Bryan and Rowan, with Owens pinning Daniel Bryan with what appears to be his new finisher, the Stone Cold Stunner. And the episode ended with Owens appearing to tell Kofi that he'll give him a title shot when he beats Bryan next Sunday, which makes all of this very, very intriguing. This was a really solid episode of SmackDown Live, with one very newsworthy return and another return that was not quite as newsworthy. This Kofi Kingston story of him finally getting his WrestleMania moment could be great if played right, but I really hope there won't be too many parallels between that and the Ronda and Becky match, though we're not off to the best of starts with that one. The rest of the show was pretty good. Those NXT call-ups and the lack of Asuka despite being champion is a major disappointment. This week's show, however, is smacktastic. And now, over to Ollie with Matt and Jeff Hardy's WWE Futures.
Great review, Luke. And great new finisher Kevin Owens, who, like Luke said, beat WWE champion Daniel Bryan with a stunner. A move, of course, made popular by John Cena's springboard variation. What a thing of beauty! Older viewers might remember the move from obscure 90s wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin, though, and it was to him that Owens paid tribute for the new move. Hey Steve Austin, I finally figured it out! But Owens wasn't the only big return on last night's show. Matt Hardy came back too, amidst rumours of him about to leave WWE. After becoming one of the hottest acts in wrestling through 2016 with Matt's Broken Universe gimmick, the Hardy Boyz returned to WWE at WrestleMania 33 on the 2nd of April, where they immediately won the Raw Tag Team Championships, starting the new golden age of tag team wrestling on Monday nights. Well, not exactly. It didn't quite pan out that way. They lost the belts 2 months later and were broken up by August when Jeff got injured. Matt then debuted his Broken Universe in WWE, slightly tweaked under the Woken name, to start a classic feud with the similarly lost Bray Wyatt, to then become the Deleters of Worlds Tag Team and start a new golden age of tag team wrestling on Monday night. Yeah, that didn't happen either. WWE built Raw's tag division around the B Team instead, and Matt teased retirement because his lower back and pelvis were fusing together, and Bray Wyatt vanished into oblivion with not even a blah. That was all the way back in July last year. So why suddenly bring Matt back to WWE now? Well, because All Elite Wrestling is a thing, and the Hardys' WWE contracts were set to expire, as Matt himself teased on Twitter last week. Throwback Thursday 2014, as both the MCW Wrestling and Extreme Rising Champion, whilst working dozens of territories. I've always felt comfortable outside of the WWE. Not a threat at all, just a fact. I have 11 days left on my current deal. I love WWE, but I'm 100% comfortable being outside the walls of pro wrestling's Alexandria safe zone. I'm a born survivalist. My previous tweet will never face deletion, yes! Pro Wrestling Sheet confirmed the Hardys' contract status was true, as the brothers signed 2-year deals on returning to WWE back in 2017. But both sides were working to reach an agreement. According to PW Insider, that agreement has come in the form of WWE invoking a clause in Matt and Jeff's contracts that will see their deals roll over for a 3rd year, which reportedly includes a significant pay rise. It's surprising WWE let this situation come so close to the line, as the company is reportedly trying to lock down as much talent as possible to stop them going to AEW, where the Hardys would have a ready-built big money rivalry with their real-life friends, the Young Bucks. Maybe it was left so late because WWE ran out of tag team titles to hand out. What's that noise? Sounds like evil cackling or something. Just wait here for a bit. I'm going to find out what that is. So weird. Evil cackling, who would have thought?
It lives! It lives! It lives!
Hey man.
Hey
Hey guys, hey guys.
Just heard some crazy evil laughing.
I was just doing a little vocal warm up, ready for the news.
Oh, okay.
You know how it goes. Ba 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 ba.
Stop on. Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, the other thing was you were kind of shouting, "It lives!" like a crazy Frankenstein thing.
Yeah, the scientist, not the monster.
I think you missed. I was saying it's live. It's live. Ha 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 ha. It's live. Ha ha. Because we've got the live streaming working. Right?
Oh, that's
right,
great news.
Yeah.
We'll start that soon.
Yeah, sweet, man. I think the confusion is live, live, same written down, but when you say it out loud, that's where I think that's where the
It's the
confusion
same on
lies.
the page. But
I
English
see.
isn't your first language,
there you go.
which is gracias.
De nada.
Gesundheit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we got live streaming working.
Sweet. So who's that guy?
Batista made his shock WWE return to Raw on Monday. Click the video on the right now to find out what happened. And thank you so much to all our pledge hammers on Patreon for their support, whose names you can see below. Click the Patreon link down there to get your names in the credits. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.